Quite a few rain showers and thunderstorms come through the area, starting around 3 a.m., which I unfortunately was awake for, so I didn't sleep that well. I was up with hip pain. In case any of you don't know yet, I'm an old man and I have an old football injury to my right hip. And when it storms, I'm well aware of it because it smarts a little bit. But no big deal. Something I deal with pretty much every day. But yeah, the rain has cleared up. Today is apparently my lucky day. Yesterday was kind of rough for me. Just kind of hard and depressing. I'm coming off of basically a year-long span of just ridiculous injuries. I also play semi-pro football as a hobby. I haven't done any of that this year because I tore my right meniscus in the fall, October or September last year, and between going to a subpar practitioner who didn't know what he was doing and misdiagnosed me severely, and all the hoopla and problems of getting into surgery, getting through surgery, my vehicle going down, getting a new one at tax time, having to immediately do major repairs to it, injured my back doing that. My bedding situation was an air mattress for a little bit during that time, which agitated the back further, kept me down for about 3 months. We finally got a good mattress, got off of that, and after a couple weeks of not having any more of the back pain, I broke my rib, coughing. So it's been a rough year. I'm about 2 months out from the broken rib. So it is sore. Sometimes it grabs. You might see me make silly faces, but no big deal. But yeah, today was my lucky day. I had 2 calls back right away for jobs, and then I had an offer to take somebody out as their fishing guide and teach them some things on a local water that I learned many years ago, and just really helped to lift my spirits. So I figured, well, there's a storm front coming through in probably an hour. It's not looking too bad right now, but there is stuff coming through maybe in a couple hours. But whether it's an hour or two, we're still out here trying to fish. Winnebago County Park. We're going to Pond 3, where I've caught some real big ones. I haven't caught a ton of big ones on Pond 1. We're actually going to go there. We've got our own little spot. Turns out when we got there, there was an old guy with a really cool ZZ Top beard holding up what was probably a 16 to 18-inch largemouth. We've had a lot of goofy off-on rain days lately, so it's been hard to try and get out here and get footage, which is why I'm out here now. Got Ashley with me. I of course have all my soft baits, Senkos, artificial lures, and on top of that, hold on, bee time. Ashley had to bail on
my lunch
for salad because
this insect won't behave.
haha, lame joke to diss me with in the comments. Sorry. What do you want from me? Anyway, got all my lures and baits. Got a thing of leeches and some night crawlers. So I'm probably gonna set up a bobber. I'm probably gonna start with leech. So we're gonna walk our butt down there and see if I can't set the camera up to take some footage while we're fishing. If we can land into some good stuff. I've got to catch something better than ZZ Top over there in my spot. So, stay tuned. Guys, just got down here to the edge of this bottom of the figure 8 pond. So nice and peaceful down here. Absolutely beautiful. absolutely gorgeous day. Moved to the middle of the pond. There wasn't anything going on where you're at, and Miss Flip Flops was having trouble off-roading, so found a spot that's easier to access. They weren't biting over there anyway. So you can see there's the front working. So as it gets darker and heads this way, we'll look at scatting out of here, but try to set the camera up and go to town. Set up a leash on a bobber. I think I'm just going to let it free float and leave the dark silhouette of that leech. Should give me some good bites. I was thinking of some largemouth, huh? Oh, these mosquitoes are ridiculous. Why did we not bring bug spray? Bluegill on a leech. Boy, I ain't like that. Took that right away. I keep turning the camera on, and then I set it down and nothing happens, and it's automatically shutting off. I gotta get a real camera. We'll get this guy back in the water. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm just bobber fishing with some leeches. I'm using a crappie bobber because there's a lot of panfish down in here. They're coming up closer to shore, and I'm setting like an eighth ounce, maybe it's a 3/16 ounce weight, just under the bobber, just a light weight, about 6 inches down from the bobber, just enough to keep it upright. What that does is that allows the other 3 feet or so of line to just kind of let that leech free float towards the bottom. Creates a much more natural presentation, and this way, with that small weight on there, keeping your stick bobber upright, you can see the tiniest little bites take off. Whereas if you go completely weightless, sometimes it's hard to know you got a bite, and by the time you set the hook, you've gut hooked the poor thing. Makes it tougher to do catch and release fishing. So if you're not able to take them all home, you're at a catch and release pond, whatever the case may be, keep in mind some of those fishing techniques so that you can put those fish back as healthy as possible, and keep your fishing holes nice and populated and healthy. If you're going to keep them, well, it doesn't really matter if you gut hook them, because you're going to turn them into dinner anyway. Which, by the way, to those of you who like fish, if you like any kind of spicy stuff at all, I highly, highly, highly recommend trying some Cajun fish breading. It's hard to beat. You guys in the south got it nailed down. You guys will be able to see that. Yeah, sure. Check out the clouds on this storm front. Saying to this pretty fella here. Kind of small but fat. Very chunky one indeed. Nice catch. Get him back in the water. Alright guys. Not sure if you can tell, but we got a front layer coming in this way underneath the top layer that's still slowly hovering this way. So I think before we get totally dumped on, we're going to wrap it up here. Call it a day. We had some good bluegill bites. I missed one on the pink bubblegum Cinco again. That's alright. Caught some bluegill, so I can't say I got skunked. This has been my lucky day. Probably do a wrap up when I get home. But I gotta go buy a hammer, start my new job tomorrow. So I got a few errands to run. Alright, Wayne Rogers here, doing a quick recap. Caught a few medium-sized bluegill. Nothing too crazy, but if you were in a survival situation, they would definitely be appreciated. I was getting pretty good bites on the leech. A lot of them I wasn't able to hook. Could be because there's a lot of small panfish in there. But had some bites with that. Missed one on the pink bubblegum Senko when I was being distracted by my bobber and leech. Well, that's what I get for having two fishing poles going at the same time. And the rain came, so there weren't any other bites on the pink Senko, but I'm hoping to get you guys some great footage here soon. Just getting started, just using a camera phone. It's really hard to do this stuff, so I apologize for the low quality and lack of any real hookups, hook sets, and pulling the fish in. That will be coming soon as I can afford to get some camera gear, which shouldn't be too far down the road considering I'm getting back to work. And also, in case anyone's wondering, yes, I do a lot of shore fishing. The main reason for that is I have a boat that needs some massive work and a motor. It doesn't even have a motor with it, so that's probably something that's going to be a winter project for me. I also co-own a boat with my significant other's father, and we are currently having the engine switched off the old boat we owned onto that one. It's been down all summer. It's supposed to be done the end of the week here, and hopefully I can get out on the lakes around here and get you some great footage. The fall walleye run is going to start soon, so we're definitely going to be hitting into that. And so I'm going to be covering all kinds of different fishing techniques for a variety of species in the Wisconsin lakes and rivers. And if I end up getting bigger and branching out, I'm sure I'll be taking trips out of state and making some great footage that way. But for now, it's pretty much going to be local. It's going to be amateur. It's going to take me a little bit, but I'm hoping to be able to get to a point within the next 2 years that I'm bringing you guys high quality videos that are great to watch and entertaining and help continue to teach fishing to those who are new or wanting to expand their techniques or try something different, because it's a great sport, it's a great hobby. There's a lot worse things people could be doing out there, and I fully support it and want to promote it all I can. So stay tuned, follow me. I promise the content will continue to improve as I go, and I appreciate your time. Thank you guys. Enjoy fishing. If you got anything new you want to teach me, or anything you think maybe I need to be corrected on, or if there's some information that I might have wrong or have worded wrong, feel free to politely correct me. I have no problem with that. Leave your comments, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the shoreline, and hopefully in the middle of the lakes by next week. Wayne Rogers with Wicked Fishing. I'm super tired. Good night.